Hey everybody, what's going on? You're watching the Stone Mandalorian. Got a Black Series figure review. Today we're going to do Master Qui-Gon Jinn, my favorite Jedi of all time. Probably my favorite Star Wars character of all time. Up there with probably Maul and Vader and Ahsoka most likely. So we're going to go over some articulation, some details and stuff like that. Really love this figure. The likeness to Liam Neeson is great. Looks just like Qui-Gon. The outfit's perfect, from the darker brown boots to the light brown pants, and then up to the khaki-ish tunic. And then got this awesome belt going on. Yeah. Very nice figure. So let's get into it. Definitely one of my favorite Black Series figures of all time, up there with Maul. This figure is just awesome, man. I'm very biased because obviously Qui-Gon's, he's my favorite Jedi. Got some really nice paint on the belt here. Some little pouches, got some silver and gold right here. Take this. Okay, take a look at his lightsaber here. And that is the correct lightsaber from Phantom Menace. Looks pretty accurate to my knowledge. Nice blade. I don't take my blades out, but that green is just very vibrant. Looks great. I freaking love it, man. All right. Here he is. All right. The man himself. Obviously with his hair, get a little bit, you just got to pull it out the way or whatever, but the head's not too bad. I'm not going to force it too much, but you can get it to where you want with the hair. It's about as far as you can look down. Can't really, not that great of head articulation, I can say. Got some, oh yeah, got some pretty good elbows, way below 90. So that's nice. Yep, way below 90. I think there's a butterfly joint in there. I can't tell. No, there's not butterfly joints. Nope, just a single ball joint, I reckon. But his arms move pretty good. Get a full range right there, all the way around here. He's got a horizontal hinge on his right hand and a horizontal hinge on his left hand as well. So very, very nice. Get him into a good tee here. Yep. Just like that. Get some good leg. They got this soft rubber overlay here, so it will inhibit the leg just a little bit, but these cuts on the side kind of help. But without forcing too much, you get a good split going right there. We do have pins in the legs here. Same flap. That's looks kind of very similar to how dadgummit, Light Cruiser Luke from Mandalorian Season 2 is, with his knee joints and his arms is kind of like the flap of the clothes that kind of have the joints when you close them up. So I like that. That's pretty clean. Looks very nice. And again, you can get him into some sitting positions even with the soft goods on. Good thing about his soft goods is they're longer and they're a little bit more flimsy. So that's nice. I like a little bit of weathering on his tunic as well. It looks really good. Just brings the character to life more. Gives it some character. Got this kind of darker brown here. Kind of fades on. even on the back. And usually, sometimes with Black Series, they get a little slack on the back here. The hair looks amazing. Got it tied up. When I had long hair, this is actually how I used to tie my hair up because of Qui-Gon himself. But yeah, man, deep leg joints, deep knee joints. Got some good foot flexion here, and he can't go. That's about as far up with his boots as you can see. So he can pretty much just stand straight. You do have some thigh swivel here, right there. Some thigh swivel, which is nice. This is an older figure. It's the 50th anniversary Lucasfilm Phantom release box. It's the old school from 3.75 inch figures with Maul on it. But man, this is a solid figure. As huge of a Qui-Gon fan that I am, I had to have him as soon as I seen him, and he was for a good price. I had to snag him, man. I have a one in the box, and then this is my loose one that I display on the shelf. I think I got this one for $35 from a guy on a Black Series page on Facebook. And then my other one, I think I spent like $45, but it was a while ago. Qui-Gon was a little harder to come by before they did the re-releases later on. So, amazing character, amazing figure. I'm super happy. And now I don't have the red box version, but I know for one thing, the face and head is tremendously a hugest difference. I mean, everything else is it is the same. The body's a little dated. The articulation isn't like amazing or anything. I wish he had butterfly joints, and I wish one of his hands had a vertical hinge instead of they just both have horizontal hinges. The double jointed knee is great. The way the boots are kind of hinders a little some of the poses. The way his head articulation is and his waist and stuff like that. Really, the main thing is just that really sucks is no butterfly joints. I can look past everything else, but still a solid figure, man. Still an awesome figure. He looks terrific. I mean, that photo reel is just on point, man. To me, it's one of the best photo reels up there with, and I think this is a 2021 issue or 2020 reissue. Because like I said, that card back is actually from the 3 3/4 inch original figures that came out. And it's got the full on it, just like, then they had a Darth Maul and a Padawan Obi-Wan that released on this same card back. So, I do also have Mace on the same card. Also Jar Jar right here. And B1 Battle Droid. So, definitely, I mean, he just looks awesome on the shelf. I mean, like, the poses aren't crazy. It can be a little tricky to get him to hold the lightsaber with both hands. To get him into his, his Ataru Form 4 stance. Which is no big deal. As awesome as it looks, man, I can look past all that, no problem. No problem whatsoever. This is just, and I know I'm biased too, but because he is probably, I can say he is my favorite character, man. It's just awesome, dude. Awesome figure. But yeah, I can't crack on it too much. The texture's amazing on the pants, on the robe itself. Oh, I didn't even mention the little peg right there where you can, like I said, I don't take the blades out of mine. I usually like to display my Jedis with their saber, especially with the blade in. But that little peg right there, you can actually use for weapon storage. You can put his lightsaber right there. I meant to mention that. But, so yeah, older body figure with an updated head. The articulation isn't anything to rave about. The legs are probably the best point of articulation on this figure to an extent, besides the ankles and how the way that the boot is, can't really come forward too far, but, yeah, can't complain, man. Really awesome figure. So for me, this is a no-brainer, picking him up to get him on the shelf. I would really like to get a I got them next to Maul on my Clone Wars Phantom Menace shelf. I'd like to get a Phantom Menace version of Maul to have him to stand next to, or even what would be really awesome is to snag a Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi, but those are just so hard to come by for a decent price. But man, this figure was a huge yes for me. As you can see, I have two of them. I have one in box right here. That was my first one. I have it in a figure shield, clamshell, very nice. I would suggest if you have some figures that you're wanting to keep up in some cases, even these cases here, they go in the Galaxy packaging. I definitely highly suggest figure shield to get those into. But man, looks freaking awesome on the shelf, man. Looks great. Love this figure. Probably my favorite Star Wars character of all time. Go grab them when you can. You gotta have Qui-Gon on the shelf, man. And it's also really cool with Kid Anakin from Phantom Menace coming out. And they also have hallway scene Padme. Man, those would look so sick next to this Qui-Gon, man. I've seen some people where they get some custom robes. A brown robe would look absolutely sick on him. Yep, definitely recommend picking this guy up for damn sure. Hope y'all are having a good day. Thanks for watching.